might also go towards Seifu X liquidity when we, launch our own decks and everything next year. So that's my kind of political answer. It's kind of a yes and also a no at the same time. And I just can't, say definitively whether 100% will be used, just before or on sacrifice day. But there's a good chance and a very high possibility that a percentage of the SIF will be used. That's the best way I could answer it.
I got it, boss. I love the way you talk, man. We got your message loud and clear. Thank you.
No, look, no worries, and also appreciate. I do definitely know your voice, and I know I'm pretty sure you're the guy who came up with the that Seifu kind of rap song, right, back a few months ago. The community.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It was me.
Love it. You've definitely got the voice that everyone can remember. So very unique. So thanks for all the effort you're putting in there. Very much appreciated there, Fritz.
Thank you, boss. Talk to you later.
Easy, buddy. Who else have we got? I'll try to bring Chalk in again and see if she's got a connection figured out. Chalk, can you hear me? Chalk. Chalk Talk still has some technical difficulties by the looks of things. Sorry, Chalk. I can't do too much for you. Who else can we bring on? Let's bring on Sky High. You're invited to speak there, Sky High, if you want to join.
Mods. I think we can delete that.
Otherwise, Sky High, if you don't want to join in, I'll bring on Gia Legend. Gia.
Hello.
Hello.
Hey, you hear me? That's great. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. I don't know where you are now, but all the best to you all, and hello to the community.
Yes, and you're in Vietnam, I believe, right, Gia?
Yes. It's 9:42 p.m. now.
PM, so it's 6:42 p.m. here, so it's only 3 hours difference. Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, I just wanted to say a few words. And first of all, thank you so much for all you have done for us, Bryan Legend and Jason and the team. You guys just killed it. So I'm very grateful and thank you so much for all you do. It's perfect.
Thank you so much for that feedback. Very much appreciated. So look, we keep on pushing forward and doing what we need to do. So
yeah. And the second thing is for anybody, investors like me, I'm very bullish on Seifu, and I think Seifu is really the opportunity for everybody, including me now. Not financial advice, but this is my confidence. So I would like to encourage everyone to keep in mind the big picture of Seifu X. And so if your goal is financial freedom like mine, and keep that big picture in mind, all the fundamentals are there, nothing changed. And this may be the best opportunity for you to achieve the financial freedom. Well, if you need a few bucks, then that's a different story. But if your goal is the financial freedom to change your life, then this may be it. That's my confidence, and So again, thank you so much, everybody, especially Bryan Legend and the team. So thank you so much, and have a good one.
Thanks for the vote of confidence, and again, look to all our YouTubers, including yourself, Gia. I definitely listen to all your material that you put out on YouTube. So I know you're bullish as what I am. So we're all working together as the community. So no, thanks so much for those positive words.
Thanks, Bay.
Easy, man. Alrighty. Yanni boy, if you'd like to join in.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can. How are you, Yanni?
I'm great, and you?
Fantastically well, man.
All
What can we
right,
do for?
I just have a few questions for you.
Mhm.
I'd like to ask you about the NBA partnership. When does it go live?
So yeah, there's an actual schedule. I don't know. I don't have the exact date on top of my head. I can actually find that out though for you.
That would be awesome.
Let me just try to get that for you while we're speaking.
Thank you.
Try to find that. Schedule is. That's not it. Sorry.
No problem. You can take your time.
All right. Okay, so Friday the 21st at 1900, which is 7 o'clock.
Okay.
So that would be USA time. I don't know if that's Eastern Standard, but basically Friday the 21st, October, 2022 at 7 p.m. at the Mod Center at the Rose Quarter, and that's Portland. So that game will be the season's opening game versus the Phoenix Suns. So that's when it will go live. So official Trailblazers, versus Phoenix Suns, 7 o'clock p.m. on Friday the 21st.
Thank you a lot. That's gonna be amazing.
Also have like a soundscape.
It will be. So there's a few games that we're going to hit up. So that's just the current schedule. I don't have the full blown schedule right here, but at least you know the first game. So
Thank
you asked
you.
when it started, and easy.
I have 4 more questions.
4 more?
I'd like to
Wow.
ask you how much projected liquidity do we have ready to go for mainnet?
That
Like it.
Hello?
I have to remove the foam. No, because it's actually quite tight on there, so it's kind of annoying to put back on.
Can you hear me?
During the gachi emote, what is he actually saying?
I'll just wait that he comes back.
Can you hear me again?
Sure, I can.
Yeah. Don't know what the hell happened there. That was bizarre. But the direct answer to your question there is nobody really knows how much liquidity will be entered into like mainnet on January the 20th, because nobody knows how much will be sacrificed on October the 20th through to November the 20th. So it's during that time where we all just need to kind of just watch the numbers, I suppose, and see how much outsiders come in to sacrifice, and then a majority of that portion of all those funds that have been sacrificed will use towards liquidity. So if you ask me again on November the 20th, then I'd have a
more clear
a better answer.
Yeah. Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
Another one is what marketing is planned for mainnet?
Well, look, part of that marketing we've already done and we're doing right now, which is, the Crypto Expo, the World Blockchain Summit, obviously leading up to mainnet. There is also another couple of crypto expos that we are currently looking at. Nothing's been confirmed as yet, but there are a couple over in Europe. There's one in Romania. There's also a couple scattered around Asia, like Philippines there as well. So I don't have an exact definitive answer for you, which is now towards those crypto expos, but we're looking at a couple. So we want to try to do at least 1 or 2 more, hopefully, before mainnet. That's part of that marketing. And then obviously running a bunch of banner ads that we've done in the past and that we know how to do towards social media. We've also onboarded, hired another 3 employees as part of our team to help out with all this stuff, including partnerships. And if we, get on board with partnerships, clearly that also comes with more of a community behind them to know about us. So there's a bunch of stuff in the works. We just keep on putting our foot to the metal, pedal to the metal,
That's
so
really
to speak.
bullish. I like what I hear.
Yeah, so look, we're not stopping. It's not like, oh, we're not doing no marketing. We're just going to hope for the best. No, we're gonna keep on going for sure.
All right. I got another one for you. When is the royal family visit in Dubai meeting?
Yeah, that's a good one. So over in Dubai, one of our community members, who's a current top holder named Saeed, that a lot of people know within our community in Discord. He was over there, the Crypto Expo, with us, and a bunch of others helped us out for a couple of days. He also introduced a couple of his friends, so to speak, which are not family, but he does have connections within the royal family of a couple of people there that he was chatting to. So I know those conversations went really well between him and them. I didn't have any direct conversations with that royal family myself. So look, I know as much as you about that. But over there in Dubai, we did actually meet with two sheiks there as well, which are from the royal family, myself and Jason, and we had a talk with them for probably a good 15, 20 minutes. And they were really excited for what we're doing. But as far as like anything signed on the line or anything, no, because it's a sacrifice event. So there's no VC funding that we're looking for to get contracts signed or any better rate that people are getting or anything like that. It's just a sacrifice event and that's it. So as far as meetings, they're not really needed. It's just, the first meet and greet that we've done, they're aware of Seifu, and then they can do their own homework and come up with their decision-making process if they're going to be sacrificing or not really. So as much as that's bullish, it's just, that's my answer. So we're all in the same boat. We just need to see what happens on October 20th, and that's it, really. So hope for the best.
Thank you. One last one. Is there any hedge funds company that are coming on board to SafeUX?
Well, that again would be the same thing. Like a hedge fund would want like some sort of agreement or some better rate to buy like pre-sale, like even before the sacrifice event. And that in itself would come with terms and conditions of what they would want to do. I mean, a hedge fund would want to trade the coin and make money out of the volatility between it. So I was reached out, just so you know, like going back probably about 4 months ago, I was reached out by a really large VC capital firm, hedge fund, if you will, called GEM, GEM. And if anyone knows about them, they're a multi-conglomerate. They have billions, and they reached out to us, and they wanted to try to sink funds into Seifu, Seifu, not SafeUX, right? This was Seifu at the time,
Seifu
4 months ago.
4 months ago.
That talk was around about $25 million that they wanted to put in, which, as much as everyone listening to this right now, and you might think, oh, that's a huge amount of money, what happened? I declined that, and because of the way the agreement fell, that these large corporate organizations, they're in for trading, and they want to make money while they can. And even though 25 million sounds fantastic for the project, we don't get that 25 million. It's just 25 million worth of kind of capital that they would utilize to day trade the coin. So if you look at what we experienced with the Schmidt Group, that's kind of what they wanted to do, but on a much larger scale. So if I would have accepted that, we would have been in a much more
worse position,
crappy position. Yeah, for sure. Because the way it works is, let's say if the token, let's say Safer was worth $1, and immediately if it goes up like 2%, then they would sell, like take the profit. And if it went down by more than 5%, then you wouldn't get any part of that 25 million at all. And that works on a daily scale over 30 or 60 days. So it just means that Seifu or the team earns no money, and we're just basically giving all of our liquidity away to GEM, all these large organizations. So as well as it sounds good on the surface, it's not.
It's really
it's truly bad. So yeah, going into sacrifice, who knows? Look, there could be organizations that want to get in on sacrifice, buy it, and then trade it. Being that we've got trading, the trading fee set and everything's should work out to be sustainable, then I think that'll work out. Like if they get in, but not through a hedge fund or VC agreement where there's all that stuff like I just mentioned. It just needs to be that they in the same boat as everyone else and they get to trade at the same. Then that's fine. So
because they're the same as us. They just have more money.
Yeah, exactly right. So
I appreciate all your answer, man. Thank you so much.
Easy, Annie boy. Thanks so much for hopping on.
Have a great day, sir.
Easy. Even though I'm talking to you guys, Jason's with me at the moment. I'm just going to have a quick conversation with him. Jason, your Discord's not working?
Yeah, no, it's all broken. Like every time I jump on my laptop or my phone, I don't know if it's because we're in Dubai and it's.
Do you want to grab a seat here, and then we can do it together? Jason and I are just together at the moment. His phone's not working, or laptop, or connecting properly to Discord. So we're just using mine at the moment.
I tried my phone. I tried my laptop. I tried an app on the laptop. Nothing works. Don't know why. I know the internet's a little bit funny when it comes to like, you can't even make phone calls during WhatsApp. Here it connects for a second and then just drops out. So I don't know. Maybe it's an Android thing versus iPhone. Because my iPhone, but then he hasn't tried it. He's using his phone. So I don't know. I gave up bashing my head against the wall and decided to bash my head against his wall in his hotel room. So at least you know we exist.
There you go.
Yeah.
Easy. We do exist. So who have we got next? We've got Sideshow Bob, if you want to hop on. You've got both myself and Jason on this call. So go for it. And you're on mute, by the way, Sideshow Bob. Yeah, Jason.
Can you hear me now?
You're cutting out a little bit,
Hello?
but yes.
All right, how about that? That any better?
It is better, yes. How are we?
Not too bad. How are you, sir?
We're both doing fantastically well. What can we help you out for?
I got a question that's been jumping around a little bit here, and I'm trying to figure out how it's, if it's a rumor or what. The Seifu X, the speed of it, people have been throwing around 40,000 GPS. How is that just a rumor that's going around? I mean, how can we calculate the speed this is going to be running at by the amount of nodes, or what do we got there? If you even heard me.
Yeah, your connection is pretty bad, just so you know. I mean, I did make out what you said, though, what you were asking, so it's fine. You're asking about the transactions per second on our blockchain, the TPS, and how that would work. And you mentioned rumors of up to 45,000 a second. So the numbers that those rumors chucking around are the maximum, potential capacity that we could push. So it's like anything. As a blockchain grows, it scales. So we need to offer that scalability through our cloud service. So the more that we spend, on our servers, it basically means the more capacity that we can achieve. Look, off the start, like off the cusp, obviously we're just starting on day one on Jan 20. Like we've got our current community and we've got investors coming on board and other projects, but the more projects that we have, then the more transactions that we need to be able to process. So it's all about scalability. Right now, there's no direct answer for you to say, okay, well, it's 10 per second or it's 1,000 per second. I don't have those figures right now. That's something that we will have for you, hopefully by about this time next month. We'll be in a better position to know exactly how that will work and be in testnet to trial and error everything to make sure we can achieve that maximum kind of capacity right from day one. But yeah, look, it's definitely possible to achieve those kind of figures. But on day one, there's really no need to be able to achieve that because we won't have that many projects yet. Like we need to grow like any blockchain. But we'll definitely have more capacity than like Ethereum or Bitcoin, anything like that. The closest resemblance we have is to Binance Smart Chain, which we want to try to outperform. So my answer to you would be what Binance can currently do, we want to try to overachieve against that and offer more scalability. That's the best answer.
Right, perfect. Excellent answer. Thank you, sir.
Easy, man. Thank you. All right. Jay, legend, you're on, buddy, if you'd like to come in.
Hey, Bryan and Plan B, how you doing?
Good, mate. How are you?
Great. Hey, just all of the teasing. We appreciate all you guys doing for us. What can you tell us on something big is happening, getting ready to happen on Twitter and Discord, give us a little something. We're ready.
Go for it, Plan B. Give them something.
Oh, we've continuously got very, very big things. It's just a balance between generally what's happened before in the past is that whenever we've said something massive, unless it's 1,000% locked in, it kind of, we look like a bear in sheep wool if it doesn't fully work out. So I've kind of been a bit standoffish. But pretty much it's been everything to do with the communication that we've had with people that have come up to us and speak to us about potential arrangements, especially in terms of exchanges, in terms of easy on-off ramps, in terms of giving people options and choices of whom they want to trade with. And then there's a very possible chance of something along the lines of a card sort of thing happening, some sort of agreement with that. So, which I know a lot of people are kind of thinking of which would be a big thing. But in terms of a mic drop, I would love to do my mic drop, but it's just not really 100% ready for that yet. I want to make sure that every single thing is ticked and crossed before that. But it's easy for us to say a bunch of names of people who we spoke to because that's literally what it is. But it's like we just got to be careful of our words. We can't just say, oh, we're going to join up with this person, because then people take it out of context, and we have to be a little bit of a strategy behind it too, because there are a bunch of Muppets out there that their playing goal is to try and bring us down. So there's a little bit of a strategy behind what we do and when we release it, because the rapport that we have with these massive companies, and we're talking like within top 15, in some cases top 3, is that they understand that there's idiots out there that all they want to do is do FUD and all that sort of stuff, but we want to make sure that everything is done properly first, and then kind of like once it's all done and dusted, then it really doesn't matter. And that's the same thing with our expos. We contacted them well before and said, you're going to get slammed with a bunch of FUD from a bunch of idiots that just have nothing better to do than try and either shield their own project by stealing people to come across to there, or to just purely spread hate from misunderstanding and not actually knowing what's really going on. Like, a lot of people still think, oh, a blockchain isn't happening. Well, I can guarantee you it's happening. Like, there wouldn't people like Nick Caliani on stage doing a hackathon for SafeUX if it ain't happening. You know what I mean? So
Right.
all the time that they spend doing that, it just falls on deaf ears anyway. They just kind of think it's stupid. But why give them the extra hand up? What we're doing is strategy, and we want to make sure that it's set out 100% properly. And in terms of things to look forward to, and in terms of the communication that we've got, to get anyone in the top 15, to get somebody in the top 3 walk up to you and say, we want to have a discussion, but we've got to build a relationship, like that is freaking huge news.
So in summary, we learned a lot from Change Now, and we obviously want to go forward now with actual proper agreements in place that we know are 100%, going forth, and there's no 0.1 of a chance that it's going to pull out on us. So we learned a lot from that. That's why we're keeping our cards close to our chest. But we're building a lot of relationships, building a lot of potential collaborations with other larger projects that Jason just mentioned that. But as far as the actual mic drop, I think that's probably going to be maybe around about a fortnight away or so, right? About 2 weeks or so, Jace, you'd say?
I would hope so.
Yeah.
Actually, no, you're right. It'd be very close to that too. There's I don't want to say too much. I know you're excited.
We can't say too much. I just wanted to give you something, Jay, so you at least you're coming back with some sort of bullish news that within a couple of weeks the mic drop should theoretically happen. So
I actually agree with that, Bryan. Let's make sure we 100%, 1,000% ready before we just jump out there with any BS and then we get all this other crap behind it. So I agree with you guys, and just like to tell you on a personal note, I know y'all working hard, and a lot of people don't say it, but we really, really, really appreciate everything you guys are doing. behind the scenes. And I'm a node owner from Louisiana. We got you covered down south whenever you come down this way.
Easy, man. Thanks so much. And look, even if there was bullish news today and there was a mic drop today, I'm just laughing at it because every time we've had bullish news, the price is just absolutely dumped and people have just sold. So maybe you don't want bullish news today. Maybe you're better off waiting a couple of weeks, right?
In Prato's voice, he'll say, "Sell, sell, shell, shell."
Shell. Yeah, exactly right.
But just on
All
that,
right, guys.
I just got a message, guys, from everyone from so the guys that are looking after doing our documentary and filming, Steve from Wave M Studios. He was here obviously filming for the entire Dubai event. And then he went over to Germany for a conference over there, which is absolutely, I'm getting photos come through as we speak. It's just totally packed. And they're fully like obviously ambassading and advertising Cosmic Force and SafeUX at Amiga 37 in Germany. So the name is spreading like a little wildfire everywhere. It's people are really excited for this, and having these sort of things, it's just it gives people an opportunity to really think outside the square in terms of what can be built, what can be developed. And on that, just real quickly, I want to touch base because I saw a chat thingy saying, "Oh, why don't you say the names of like who is actually partnered and who's doing this?" It's a hackathon. The way that a hackathon runs is that it's
Sorry about that. We cut out. I'll let Jason continue. Go for it.
What point did we cut out at?
We cut out just before you mentioned Decentrology.
Oh, okay. So I was having a little bit through the main chat, and there was talking on there about like, can you name some of the people that are actually building like these 175 at the last count? I don't know what is that now. It's probably obviously higher. Who are these people? And it's like literally we don't deal with them. We're not developers. Like they will be all known when they do the workshop. So I guess if you're a developer and you go on and join their workshop, and maybe they'll be there. I don't know exactly how that works, but it's all managed by aside from Skyways, which is completely different again. That's like a separate disclosed agreement, and we'll be taking people from the hackathon potentially, and then also migrating them onto Skyways as well too. So we want to choose wisely of where, we're not like, we don't have a money tree that I'm stroking and putting water on. We're going to make sure that, investments are done wisely for sustainable projects for the future. So to answer everybody's question that's on that is like, we personally, like Bryan and I, we don't speak or deal with anything with a hackathon that's hosted by Hyperverse, by Decentrology. That's all built in that whole development lab sort of stuff. So if you want to know more about that, then I don't know, become a developer.
Become a developer or go into Hyperverse's own Discord and ask the same question.
Because I know they said, about like agreements and stuff to come back to us because I was in the Discord. But we have Skyways that's separate. We have some people in Skyways that are very potential possible candidates, but it all goes down to their timeline of what they're producing, if they can meet the time requirements and everything like that. But long story short, if there's something awesome in Hyperverse by Decentrology and they can't get over the lines by normal ways, and we all believe in it, then we'll push it as hard as we can in order to make a difference. But at the moment, around 200 DApps, that's going to be massive. It's a good start. I mean, Solana only had 50, so you take of it what you will.
Easy. Sky High, you're on, buddy. Can't hear you yet, Sky High. You're on mute, by the way. No. Sky High is having technical difficulty. I believe it's your microphone settings there, mate, because nothing's coming through. While Sky High is trying to figure stuff out, let's get Crypto RBV up to speak, eh? Crypto RBV. You're on.
Hello, boss.
Hello.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, we can. Shoot.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning from Canada here. Node owner. Full
Fantastic.
nodes. uh, just need some questions. Any updates on details for the node owners, instructions or other stuff? And second question is, uh, what do we what do we expect in the World Blockchain Summit that you're attending, sir? So that new investors or people on the sideline would really appreciate what you guys are doing. Thank you.
Yeah,
Sir.
so in regards to the nodes, obviously we don't have the software yet ready for nodes. I still think that's going to be a good probably 3 to maybe 4 weeks away before that will actually be released, and then we'll also have to release the process on what we recommend and how to get set up on a cloud server and how to get your node operational, right? So that's still a good, like I said, 3 to 4 weeks away before that actually happens. Between now and then, it's all about sacrifice. That's our priority right now, is to make sure the DApp is working 100% and nothing goes down or gets delayed or anything like that. Like, it is really, really important. So that's that answer. In terms of the World Blockchain Summit, in its name is World Blockchain Summit. So that's what it's about. Is about blockchains either existing or in the future of projects looking to build their own chains or expanding into different avenues of different chains or partnering with other chains. Like, it's all about blockchain. So we've never attended World Blockchain Summit. So as far as expectations, that's kind of anyone's guess, but it's just all about getting the message out there like we just did with Crypto Expo. So I'll still be on stage actually twice at this World Blockchain Summit event, both on the 18th and 19th. I'll have a keynote speech. So yeah, it's all about pulling in the interest. I'm not too. Do you know how many businesses are there, Jace? Do you know how many booths are there?
A lot. Yeah, I mean, it's not as showboaty as the Crypto Expo. Crypto Expo had quite a large amount of booths, but some of them were really big. Like a majority of these booths are only like 6x3 or 3x3. Like they don't really make it. The thing is, like, with all of these things, is not necessarily about investing right there and then on the time, or kind of like even potentially October 20th, even though obviously we do mention it there. Like, when you see the photos, they're going to see a massive APY, the first thing they're going to see. But it's about all of these are all businesses. Like, the funny thing is that everyone will recognize this that went to the expo one, is that they go, oh, well, talk to me about your project, and then they also have their own pitch as well too, and they're looking at ways of how things collaborate, because in order to be real, in order to exist, you have to go to these things. You can't just sit behind a little bit box in a black screen and not actually produce anything. So the fact that we're there means that we're serious, and then that's where we get these people like Kraken come up to us and say, you exist, this is awesome, let's collaborate, how can we best work together? So
yeah, that's where you produce partnerships.
yeah, exactly, that's right. So it's actually more valuable than money being put in directly right there and then and on the spot in terms of longevity. But at the same time, like, there's people that go to these things looking for the next up and coming thing, So in terms of investors, they're probably going to be a bit more quiet in terms of what they're doing and ask more direct questions. But if you're a serious investor, would you not go to a trade show and see what's coming up next in the next couple of months that might actually pop?
Yeah.
It makes sense. So it's hard to tell per se, but in answer your question, there's a decent amount. I think they maybe have a floor plan there, or you could just go by the list of speakers alone. There's a significant amount of people going there, but yeah, it's going to be like this is all learning curve for us.
Is it going to be live stream for us, sir? Because I believe there's no YouTubers on it?
There's no YouTubers there. Elliot will be at the World Blockchain Summit with us. So Elliot's
Yep.
online now. Actually, Elliot, did you want to maybe comment on that? If maybe
Yeah, of course.
you could do something for us there.
Can you hear me well?
Yeah.
Yeah. So regarding the node inquiry, first of all, I wanted to say that basically we're gonna have like a Gitbook page where you could go and get all the instructions on how to set everything up, as well as we'll have some community members that will do a video. So basically that's a straightforward process that shouldn't take more than a couple hours, one day in worst case for some people, but a lot of people are too anxious about getting everything ready way before it's actually needed. So we're still waiting on the software to be released, and then we'll have the guide. So no worries there whatsoever. It shouldn't take much longer than a day, and the process isn't that hard. So regarding the blockchain summit, I'll be there. I will be shooting some videos for you guys because I got my camera. So I will have some kind of content straight after the expo. But regarding the stream, I'm still thinking about it. There is a way I could do a stream directly live from stage from a phone, or maybe I could do some kind of live broadcast from the camera. Maybe I'll get some extra hardware to do that. But there should be someone streaming just in general from the stage. We'll try to get that sorted as well. And
Yeah, especially when probably our boss is speaking.
yeah, I'll definitely get like a live stream going from a phone. That's for sure. Not too sure about like a proper camera stream, but I'll get the phone thing going for sure. Yeah.
If I could jump in for 2 seconds, like from my understanding, one of the events, and I didn't see it at the last event, so maybe it's this event, they said themselves that they are physically going to be doing a live stream. So I can send off an email. If that's the case, then we can update it in Discord. That's easy to do. In terms of Bryan speaking, like regardless, it's going to be filmed. Like Elliot can even film it. I could potentially myself film it. Last time the expo was so busy that I didn't even get to see Bryan speak. It was just like I turned around, he's like sweating and like panted out, and I'm like, "Have you done your speech yet?" He's like, "Are you crazy?" I'm like, "Oh man, I've just been like, I didn't even know what minute it was." This one I think is going to be potentially like a little bit smaller potentially, but I'm going to be making more conscious effort to actually go. That'd be nice. But regardless, if we can't get it live streamed, we'll get a copy up there. Like we got cameras and stuff. Like I got a phone. Elliot's got a phone. Elliot's got a proper camera. Myself personally, I'd rather it be better quality than live streamed. That's just my opinion.
Yeah. So the answer is wait 10 minutes if it's not live streamed, and you'll get better quality. So you guys will be all right. Don't worry. We'll have it sorted.
Yeah, that's all for me, sir. Good luck on the
Alrighty.
summit, and then SafeX, go. Bye.
Thanks, Crypto RBV. All right, guys. We're conscious of time, so I think like another 10 minutes, we might be able to answer a couple of questions here. But I think at 7:30 our time, which is 12 more minutes, I think we'll need to make a move. But Keith, the crypto farmer, you're on.
Yes, hello.
Yeah,
Sorry.
Keith.
Hello, how you going?
Good, buddy. Are you on the farm?
I spoke to you when you had that bit of a treasury sale last time you did a impromptu AMA, and obviously offered my support for whatever you guys have had to do, because that's just what you got to do. And I'm absolutely stoked that you guys support my YouTube videos and stuff like that. And I want to let you know that I'm just absolutely stoked that SafeX is going somewhere, because I'm actually one of those people that are developing a program to go onto the new blockchain. I never thought I was going to be in this position. But what SafeOX has just totally opened people like myself to be able to develop. It's this what I've got happening has never been done before in the crypto space, and it's truly exciting what's going to happen. Hopefully, I'll have something announced in the near future on my YouTube channel, but it's just SafeOX is just changing everything. It's changed, like you just can't do what the future is like on the Binance or anything like that. SafeOX is absolutely just changing the whole game. It's amazing.
Look, I'm glad to hear that. So you're saying like our rebasing mechanism, like what we're doing as the world first, will help your project? Like, is that what you're trying to say? It offers more value?
That is completely how it is made. It's unbelievable. And
there you go.
Basically, oh geez, I can't say really any detailed information at this stage, but it's just the rebasing of the blockchain just totally means that you're taking crypto into a whole new realm that is going to, if people like, if they feel like they're generous, they're going to see that SafeOX is just going to totally change the world of giving. It's I can't really say anything clearer than that, but it's amazing what it's doing or going to do. I just can't wait for it to go live, and yeah, it's meaning that, you know, like we're only small people on a farm. You know, obviously we've got our struggles, but it's could potentially completely change our lives for the better. And not only just for the investor side of it, but with people developing programs which could never be done before, but now can be done because you've made a blockchain that is capable of opening up a whole new world of development. It's hard to, yeah.
Yeah, we've got the
I'm a
right
bit
team
happy.
behind us. So, no, look, you know, in summary, Keith is bullish. That's it. He's bullish.
Yeah,
Crazy bullish.
I just wanted to add on to that as well. A lot of people don't actually currently get how big of a thing is a rebasing blockchain in terms of NFTs, gaming, and gifting as well. So you give a certain amount of tokens and they grow. It's absolutely insane how that can be used towards different good causes, as well as bringing utility to that NFT projects and play to earn gaming, where you don't actually have to play to earn. So you just hold the tokens and you don't play for some time, and you're still earning those reflections and rewards. So that's going to be absolutely massive and huge.
Yeah, exactly.
Absolutely. Yeah, but yeah, it's really good that you've offered support for, you know, like the LSC and other different projects that are happening on the SafeOX blockchain, and it's just, yeah, it's just really humbling and it's really nice to see. So well done over in Dubai, and keep it up. I don't expect any price action at the moment. It's all for future laying down the groundwork, and what you've said so far is exactly the way business works. So well done, and just, you know, keep going.
Glad you're on board with the idea, and glad you're, you see our vision. So yeah, it's all about laying down that foundation. So thanks so much there, Keith, for joining in, buddy. All right, I reckon we'll take one more, Jason, and I'll give Chalk Talk another chance because she's tried twice before and she couldn't. She didn't hear us. Chalk, you're on again for the third time. Lucky.
Oh, hello. Can you hear me?
Yeah, can you hear me now?
Oh, yes. Thank God.
Yay! You fixed it.
Thank you for bearing with me. Hey, Bryan, I know we don't have long, so I have 2 points of clarification around sacrifice. But just before I get to that, it'd be remiss of me not to say a huge public thank you to you, to Jason, to the team. And I think I'm probably speaking on behalf of everybody that was out there in Dubai, what an incredible week. And, you know, for anybody that is in any doubt about your commitment and Jason's commitment, you know, we saw you in action last week, and you were like machines. That the whole lot of you was just incredible. So a huge thank you from me personally, but you know, from I'm sure my YouTube colleagues as well that were out there with me, and anybody else that witnessed what went on. It was phenomenal.
We miss you too, Chalk. Don't worry.
Oh. And it's bloody cold here in the UK. But anyway, let's get on to sacrifice. So obviously, sacrifice is upon us. I've just seen a couple of questions in Discord, and I thought it would be worth trying to get clarity on them. First thing is, can you just absolutely clarify that Seifu will cease rebasing at 0000 UTC on the 20th of October?
Yeah, so that's, well, whether it's exactly at 000 or whether it's 15 minutes or 30 minutes after, pretty much within that time, like in the first hour of October 20th, yes, the current Seifu token will stop all rebasing. So yeah, in terms of price action, it'll mean that you won't have 2.24% a day, that it will be decreasing. It should just hold its own. So yeah, who knows what will happen in price, but yeah, towards rebasing, definitely that'll stop. Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, that's fine. And the second point of clarification is about price action. And I think, you know, personally speaking, and I know that a lot of people are incredibly excited about sacrifice, but there's also a lot of anxiety about the price of Seifu at the point of sacrifice. But can I just get absolute clarity? So when I press the button, which I'll be doing, you know, very, very soon after that, after it goes live, it is the price of Seifu at that very precise second, as opposed to a set price for each day of sacrifice. Is that correct?
So it's in real time, meaning, and from a blockchain level. So it's not from a database kind of hack or anything like that. It's literally on the blockchain. So whatever the Seifu price exists in the moment before you actually press that button, that's the price of conversion that you get. So on the D app, when it hopefully will go live tomorrow for everyone to play around with and test, it'll show you what the current Seifu, you know, you basically type in the amount of Seifu that you're sacrificing. It'll give you a readout of what the current conversion rate is, meaning how many Seifu X you'll get in return. But, you know, if you don't do it in that moment and you wait 5 minutes and the prices went down 1%, well, then you're obviously getting 1% less of Seifu X. So yeah, it's all relative. What it is on October 20th might change throughout the day, and it will obviously change throughout the month as well. So yeah, but when you actually press the button, that's the rate that you're actually getting. Like the rate will change in real time, like on the screen. So it's not like if you press it at a rate which you've agreed to, that it takes 10 minutes on the blockchain and then you get a worse rate. That doesn't happen. Like it'll just be in that moment.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you. That's really helpful. Terrifying, but helpful. Yeah, all the best.
Terrifying, exciting.
Jason's just exciting, not terrifying. Wrong choice of word.
No, it's more that, you know, I am, personally speaking, I'm anxious to do it as soon as possible. But then the thought that, you know, some huge buys might come in on that first day, and there's so much at stake, and missing out on a much potential better or worse, I guess, price of Seifu. That makes me a little bit stressed, but it is incredibly exciting. So yeah, fingers crossed, everybody. Good luck. And thank you.
I hope everyone comes up with their own strategy on how to do that, because there are different ways to utilize all the rewards that we're giving, and also the possible price increase. So do
There's
some
different strategies.
Research. Yeah, do risk management and try to get the best out of it.
Definitely. Thanks, Elliot, for joining. Thanks, Plan B, for coming in on this AMA, and thanks everyone for listening in. Sorry it couldn't be longer. We've actually got a meeting to go to with Nick Kellyani as well. So yeah, we keep on working here, guys. We'll see you all again fairly shortly. It's only 4 more days to go until sacrifice, guys. It's absolutely insane. We've come a long way. Let's just keep being positive, keep on pressing forward, and don't let the fighters get the best of you. Thanks everyone again.